Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsnews.com, and today we are going to do a quick hands-on review of the Karbonn Sparkle 5 we have with us. This is the Android One phone, which is one of the Android One phone which has been launched today. We have another one with us, which is the Spice Dream Uno, which we have with us. This is also an Android One phone, and the third phone in this category is going to be the Micromax Android A1, which is the third phone. Thing which is similar on all these phones is going to be the software and the hardware. So software remains the same. We have same version of Android preloaded on all these phones. We have Android 4.4.4 KitKat. We have the hardware which is same as well. So same MediaTek chipset is being used on all these three phones, which includes the Karbonn Sparkle V5 and the Dream Uno as well. So in terms of similarities, these are the similarities. The differences are going to be in terms of the overall look and feel. So you can see that the look and feel of the Karbonn one is definitely different from the Spice one, and same goes for the Micromax Android A1 as well, which we do not have with us, but look and feel of that one is definitely different from these two. In terms of display size, in terms of hardware specs, in terms of processor, RAM, storage, everything remains the same. So everything is same on all these Android One phones. Let's take a deeper look over the Karbonn Sparkle 5, which we have with us. So this one has a 4.5-inch display, just like the Dream Uno, which we have with us, and the display remains the same on both of them. When we talk about the display technology, it is an IPS panel and it is an FWVGA display which we have on this device. We have Android 4.4 KitKat on this device. In terms of the build quality and the form factor, I can say that this device, the Dream Uno, is again good. It has rounded edges, so it becomes easy to hold in one hand, and it is a good phone in terms of the overall form factor and the weight. In terms of the weight, if we compare both of these devices, I can say that the Spice one is actually lighter as compared to the Karbonn one which we have with us, the Karbonn Android One phone. When it comes to the processor, we have 1.3 GHz quad-core processor on the Karbonn Sparkle V5 as well as on other Android One phones. RAM is 1 GB, 4 GB of internal memory is there. We will tell you how much of that is actually available. Let's take a look over the connectivity and the ports. So at the bottom, you have micro USB port for data syncing and charging. You have the primary microphone over there. We have touch capacitive buttons over there at the bottom. We have the earpiece over there, which is circular, signifies Android One, and we have the front camera, which is a 2-megapixel camera on the Karbonn Sparkle V5. At the rear, we have 5-megapixel camera. We have power and sleep key over there, and we have the volume rocker. Both of these buttons are plastic buttons, give you a good amount of feedback, and we have the loudspeaker mesh over there. I can remove the back cover to show you the phone from the back side. So once we remove the back cover, we can see that we have 1700 mAh lithium polymer ion battery, and we have two SIM card slots. Both will accept micro SIM. We have an NFC card slot as well. An SD card will not come within the package. You will have to buy it on your own, and you will need SD card to install some heavy application, because that will require SD card, unless you won't be able to install some heavy games which are even above 300 MB. The available storage on this device is going to be 2.2 GB, and I will just show you that. So this is how the display looks like, and I can show you that the display has pretty good viewing angles. It is again an IPS panel, so viewing angles are decent, if not too great. Let's take a look over the Android thing. So when it comes to the Android experience, the software experience is again kind of you can say stock Android in terms of the look and feel. We do have support for automatic brightness as well. Let me just go into settings and show you the version of Android and other things of this particular device. So when it comes to the version of Android, we have Android 4.4.4, as you can see out of the box, preloaded on this device. When we talk about other things, let's take a look over the storage scenario. So on the storage front, this device has limited storage of 4 GB, out of which approximately 2.27 GB is available to the user, and you do have SD card support, but you cannot install applications on the SD card. When it comes to other things on this particular device, I can show you the display over there. So when it comes to display, you do have support for automatic brightness, and static wallpapers and live wallpapers is supported. You do have support for wireless display as well on this device, as you can see over there, which is good. Apart from this, when we take a look over the connectivity options, we do have support for tethering as well. So you can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot on this device to share the 3G internet. On this device, you have support for USB tethering, and Bluetooth tethering is also supported. As far as other things are concerned, I can show you the location information over there as well. So we do have support for GPS navigation on this device as well. So GPS navigation is supported, and I have used that again on the another Android phone, which is the Dream Uno, which have the same hardware. So GPS navigation should not be an issue, because the Karbonn Sparkle 5, which we are reviewing as of now, has the same hardware. Talking about the application scenario, we can see that we have the application scenario over there, and we can see the current status of the RAM. So as of now, out of 1 GB of RAM, approximately 609 MB of RAM is free, which is definitely good for this device. And the device is again changing in terms of the RAM. It is 589 approximately. So 589 to 600 MB of RAM is going to be available on this device as far as free RAM is concerned. And the device is quite responsive to use, and I do not notice any kind of lag on this device, which is definitely a good thing. We do have sound settings over there as well. Let's take a look over the phone dialer as of now. So this is how the phone dialer will look like. The phone dialer again is quite simple, stock Android. We do have the option of dialing a number, but you do not have the option of making a video call on this device. Let's take a look over the messaging application. So this is how the messaging application look like. The messaging application is again kind of stock Android, or you can say exactly stock Android, and you do have continuous input typing supported. Swipe to type is supported, and this is something which we can tell you. The typing on this device is actually an easy thing to do. You can easily type on this device without any issues. The GPU on the device is Mali 400 MP GPU, so which is the same on other Android One phones as well. So there is a lot of confusion in between these Android One phones because the hardware remains the same, the software experience remains the same. The only difference is from which OEM it is coming. So you will have a slightly different look and feel of the phone, which is going to be the overall physical design aspect. And the other thing which is going to be a decision point of view for you could be the the after sales service. So especially you can take the decision on these Android One phones, which includes the Dream Uno, which includes the Karbonn Sparkle 5 as well. You can take the decision on the basis of what kind of after sales service you get from these manufacturers and which one is best. I would recommend you to go for Spice in that case. Karbonn and Micromax do not have a very good after sales service as per the feedback which we have got from many readers out there and many smartphone consumers who have actually bought these company phones. And again, Spice is not too great as well, but slightly better than these two phones, these two brands in terms of the after sales, at least in terms of the reachability. So in terms of reachability, Spice has more number of after sales support centers as compared to Karbonn and Micromax. So that is why I'm recommending the Dream Uno in case you are considering the Android One phone. So in terms of the overall hardware specification, they are same. In terms of the software, they are same. In terms of the manufacturer, they are different. After sales is going to be different, and the other difference is going to be the physical design. So you can take your decision on the basis of physical design as well as on the basis of after sales support. So let's take a look over other things for the phone. We do have these applications which will come pre-installed. You have FM radio which is coming pre-installed. You have some other information, other applications from Google like Google Chrome, calculator, calendar application. You do have money control application coming pre-installed. Savan application will also come pre-installed. So there will be slight difference in terms of what all application which will come pre-installed on, because Karbonn is going to sell this device through Snapdeal. So Snapdeal application will come pre-installed, whereas the Spice Dream Uno is actually going to be sold through Flipkart. So we have Flipkart application which is coming pre-installed on this device, and I can show you that. So as you can see, here we have the Flipkart application. So this is going to be the difference. Let's take a look over the camera performance of these devices. So let me just take a photo from this Karbonn Sparkle 5 and show you the camera quality. So camera quality is again going to remain the same. We have Google camera application which will come pre-installed on all these devices. Let me just take a photo from this particular device from the back camera. So interface is same and the camera quality will also remain the same. This is how the photo will look like. In terms of details, I can say this is a pretty detailed photo and the color production is also good. And we have taken this photo right now in certain amount of daylight. So the photo has came out to be pretty good in terms of the clarity as well as in terms of the details. You can record high definition video from the rear camera both at 720p as well as at 1080p. This is something which we can confirm. Let me just go back and show you the front camera. So in order to access the front camera, I need to tap over here, and now I can toggle to the front camera. So this is how the front camera will look like. Again, the front camera is good and the same across all the Android One phones. You can do a pretty good quality of video chat from the front camera, and the front camera can also record high definition video at 720p. So this is the thing which you will have on the camera department. As far as modes are concerned and other features are concerned, we do have some modes over there, which includes panorama mode supported, lens blur mode is also there. You have a camera mode, video mode, you do have photo sphere mode as well. And when it comes to the settings, I can see that we do have the option of doing an HDR photo mode as well. So let me just toggle back to the rear camera and I can show you the HDR settings. So HDR can be used from the rear camera, so HDR is supported on this device. In terms of camera performance, I can say all these devices are going to remain the same because the hardware which is powering the camera is also same. So that is going to be the thing. Apart from this, if we take a look over the overall user experience, the user experience is going to be from the software side, which will remain the same. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review of the Karbonn Sparkle 5 which we have with us. In terms of look and feel, that is the only difference which you will get on these devices which are Android One phones. And the other difference is going to be the after sales. So you can select any one of them without even worrying about the hardware and the software, because hardware and software will remain the same across all the Android One phones. In case you like the red color of the Sparkle 5 which we have with us from Karbonn and you don't like the black color of the Spice one, then you can always go for this one. But in terms of the overall form factor, I can say that the Spice one is feels slightly lighter. It should be the same weight, but there are differences in terms of the material which has been used. But the Karbonn one feels slightly heavier as compared to the Spice one, which is something which we can say. In terms of the overall hold, I can say this one gives you rounded edges at the corners, so you can easily hold this device in one hand, which is definitely a better grip. You have a rubberized matte finish back cover as well, which can be removed, whereas on this one we have a rubberized matte finish plastic, not a rubberized but a matte finish back cover, which again can be removed, but it has these edges which are kind of cornered edges, which again does not give you a great feel when you hold this device in one hand as compared to the Spice Dream Uno. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on comparison and the review of the Karbonn Sparkle V5. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. I would love to help you. Thanks for watching this video. You can click the like button in case this video helped you. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel as well by clicking the subscribe button in case this video helped you. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.